Why, hello there. Hi, welcome to another episode of the Digital Quill podcast with your host, Mars Wilson. Today we're doing things a little bit differently again, kind of like last time, which, by the way, I kind of barely remembered because since last episode was recorded and since I last promised that I was going to go live on Monday, which would have been yesterday because I'm recording this on a Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Oh, would you look at that, Tuesday. A lot has happened, and I'm not going to talk about it today. We might actually save that for a later date, but hello there, and welcome to some sort of episode of the Digital Quill podcast with your host, Mars Wilson. I am me. That is who that is. You know, I am Mars. Hi. Nice to meet you. If we are new here. Hi. Now, excuse me. I have frogs in my throat. But, that was more like a motorboat. No. Really shitty, crappy car boat or engine. Now, I normally typically do just standard standalone video episodes. Lately, I have been trying to incorporate a gaming setup because from prior episodes and other parts of the internet that I haunt, I am a gamer. And if you are a gamer on any level, I hope that resonates with you, and I hope you join me on this new-ish journey of the Digital Quill podcast, the Digital Quill media, and just the Digital Quill family in general. I have here with us today Dreamlight Valley, which, by the way, at the present moment is currently offline for everybody. And what I mean by that is if you will look here in this wonderful demonstration. I see. I will also have you note that my internet is connected. Oh, it's back! Did it come back? Wow, there we go. Cool. That's nice. Huh. Well, there you go, folks. We witnessed it coming back. I kind of wish this was live streamed. That would have been cool. Damn, I literally even could have just hit start streaming because I'm pretty sure my Twitch code thing is already in place.
I just love sunny days.
Missed opportunity. Damn. Good job, Mars. You let your anxiety get in the way of live streaming that. We literally were just on Reddit. Not even like 3 minutes ago. Looks at the clock, says 3 minutes. Ooh, that's a nice clock. I already have that one. Damn it. Okay, fine. I also have the fun. Yeah. That's a cute globe. Do I have that? No, but I don't even have the funding for it per se, which is something I need to do. But yeah, the new segment of which I'm doing is a bit of gaming. So Monday, which was yesterday at the time of recording this, I was promising my first ever live stream. I was gonna live stream Minecraft and start a new map and kind of just make that a community map, but not like a community map that it goes on a realm or a server where anyone could log in whenever. No. I am on a realm and I like that. I do. I like the realms. I like that you could do the online thing whenever. But I have never, ever in my life completed Minecraft. I just like building and exploring and building and collecting things to build and explore with. And, I just realized I couldn't hear it, but I think you guys could, so that's cool. But anyway, I like crafting and building and exploring and finding materials to craft. I don't really like the combat. I'm actually pretty bad at it, I think. The realm I'm on, I'm actually gonna learn how to use the bow, I guess, because we have a lot of supplies for that stuff. And that's cool. Which, by the way, if you want the code, I'm sure the realm host wouldn't mind. You can only have 10, I think, on the particular realm I'm on, but there's only 4 of us. So, or 3 plus the host? 4? I don't know how it works. But the community map. I was going to open up a brand new map and create it as the Digital Quill community map because anyone who wants to join it when I am live, as kind of like an incentive to myself, because I'm gonna need that. Community map. And the goal of the community map is I'm going to end up playing it myself, most likely. There's probably going to be like a few people who pop on here and there. The co-host I have and person I live with, but I don't know who else. I'm hoping you, if you're listening to this, are like thinking like, joining a community map with a whole bunch of people I don't know that I don't have to interact with, just build with. That sounds fun. I could do that. It's a people thing to do. It doesn't require any like actual interaction. Like my anxiety won't destroy me. So you know, you're thinking about it right now, right? Right. And yeah. So my goal is to, of course, do what I do best in Minecraft, which is build and explore and farm. I am a farmer through and through. But it's to gather enough of a like resource and play long enough that eventually I get like, I don't know, 4 to 5 people, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, that want to take on the dragon together. What I want to do is have a couple of mods that I have, or that I'm using, or I'm not using, but the host server thing I'm on is using, and I might try to get those sometime in the middle of gameplay if I can. I think I can. I'm not sure why I wouldn't be able to. But yes, that is the goal. Minecraft. And I'm only going to work on that particular map when I am streaming live. I keep going back and forth in my head of like, am I gonna do it on recorded episodes like this one? And I'm like, nah. I might as well have at least one thing that I always do live, which gives me like, I guess, like I said, an incentive to go live. Like I can't be like, oh, I don't know what to do this time live-wise. I'd be like, no, I could work on a stupid goddamn Minecraft map with you guys, ideally, but I could work on the stupid goddamn Minecraft map. Come back here. I just like swinging wildly. I'm sorry. Animal Crossing does not let me swing the net wildly, and that is kind of what I was looking for in bug catching. I will take snippet catching. That's fine. I hate the demon snippets with a passion. The fact that you have to chase them. But it adds, like, I don't know, mischievousness and character to the demons, so that's fine. Oh, yeah, by the way, welcome to my Dreamlight Valley. It's very naked and very bare. I do that on purpose because this is the Nintendo Switch. I hate it with a passion. The Switch, not so much. The game, it's a love-hate relationship. If you've been here before, you understand. If not, you'll see. You'll see what I mean as I play this game. I haven't decided if I'm live streaming this one or just gonna play this as like a recorded game or both. I also haven't really decided if I am comfortable playing the way I normally play in front of all of you guys, either recorded or live streamed, because I have a lot of games in my library I've collected over the years. It was like gaming is like my one main source of entertainment that I kind of try to budget for in a way, and it's like what I solely focus on when it comes to holidays and birthdays, which I think my Steam is going to need my attention now, because I realized that most of my games were gifts from like Humble Bundle. And a lot of them I won't play. But I might. I don't know. Like, why not? You know, pick a random game, because they did that with my PlayStation for a while when it came to there being the PlayStation Plus stuff. Oh, hello. Wanted to see if it would lag. I did not see what puzzle piece was added, but okay. Excuse me, by the way, sorry. Coffee? Coffee. I kind of want to go grab my cold coffee from the fridge that I ordered yesterday and didn't finish. Well, I take that back. I ordered 2 and I finished 1, and this doesn't make sense to me. But okay. That's fine, I guess. What the hell? Did I just... I did walk over that. I'm tired. My god, my brain is not all here. Pet you, and then... Do I have any food on me? No, it's all quest items. Excuse me, I should, like... drink some water, too. But, where was I? Something Minecraft, something live streaming, something recording, something how I play. Ah! Yeah, how I play is weird. I have a large library, and some of my games kind of piss me off if I play them too much. Or my brain goes, hey, bored, switch. And I'm like, fine, I guess. Or depression is like, hey, can't enjoy, switch. Maybe try this, can't enjoy, switch. Maybe try that, can't enjoy. And it's just a vicious cycle, and eventually I just stop altogether. But I'm also trying to, like, break that a little bit. I was pressing the wrong button. Cannot talk and play at the same time. But, or, as I said, I just really like swinging the net. Come here, you. This is bothering me. Too bright, too shiny. I like it, but I don't remember why I changed it. So again, that's like also kind of another reason why I settled on the Minecraft map, because one, it kind of, or so the Minecraft community map thing that I was talking about, like that's why I kind of settled on doing that live, because what I realized is, one, I'm gonna need an incentive to doing live stuff, and two, like for myself, depression and stuff, and like attention, and Minecraft is a really easy game for me to delve my attention into, I've noticed, even when depressed. So there we go. It's simple, it's blocky. I once had a dream, and I still kind of barely remember it, but after playing it like for a little bit, 2013, 2012 maybe, 13 or 14, whenever I was on 360 with it, because that was my like actual first time playing it. Speaking of, you know, actually, you know what? I'm sorry. This game kind of makes me depressed a bit, in a way. This is not gonna be the community map. As a matter of fact, I might just choose one I've been working on. Excuse me. God damn it. You know, I'm gonna pause this. You won't notice, I promise. I've returned. Except, I don't know if the problem is better or worse. Hehe. Yep, that's my username. And also my current character. Sometimes I get it Thank you, my marketplace. Which, by the way, you're looking different. What happened to you? Did you get a golden upgrade there? Daily new content. Okay, that's intimidating. Were you supposed to be an iced coffee? Come on, craft. Well, I guess while it's doing this, I could speak more. Minecraft, gaming, streaming, live streaming. I'm gonna be live streaming on Switch. And, it'll be Minecraft. Incentive, depression. Don't worry about those. That's great. I'm just gonna create my own world. Yeah. And I always start my worlds on peaceful when I'm just playing by myself. Let's see. I try to series them because if I'm gonna open random maps just to delete them later if I don't land on them. The way I play Minecraft is weird. But I'm gonna give myself like 2 retries when we open the map on Minecraft, which, god damn, yesterday would have been perfect. I hate myself right now for not streaming. Shit. It was just a hard, weird. It's been an interesting, weird, and hard few days. Longest Saturday ever. But, let's see. While I think of a name. What number would Saturday be considered? Anyway, while I think of a name, I am going to reel it back. And it's kind of strange to me, like, in a way, incorporating new stuff, because now I kind of have to figure out where it fits in with what I'm already doing, what I want to be doing, because, like, streaming is something I kind of wanted to do in a way, like live streaming, game streaming, and stuff like that, because, like, you know, I've been gaming for, like, forever. Like, at some point I'd have to, like, incorporate what I love doing into what I already love doing. And between Nathan, my co-host and friend, and Aether, and a couple other people who have been very encouraging and open and stuff and inspirational and there, I'm kind of like, you know, maybe, just maybe, I bite the bullet. And not that bullet, but like another bullet. Like this bullet. This one. This is a good bullet to bite. My play style is to typically switch between games. Sometimes I can, like, hang out on one game forever. Minecraft is a good game I can hang out on forever. I'm trying to hang out on this one forever. No Man's Sky. This one is about 40 minutes at most. And let's just say that you might not see this one much, if ever. I am only barely working on singing publicly now. And by publicly, I mean in front of audience of people that can judge. And truthfully, at the end of the day, I am my worst enemy. Because I just don't always like myself. But, I don't know. It's a whole complicated thing. But yeah, it's like, now I have to figure out where I'm, like, including gaming with the podcast. Because one of the things I actually thought about the other day when I did the Octopath episode with, like, Mayo inside of it. You guys remember, my name is Mayo. Right? Did you want to see 2? I won't make you see 2. I'm sorry. I really, really need to show you. Ooh. While I'm right here, we're going to create a new group. Minecraft, Dreamlight Valley. have to stream these two for sure. Fine. You definitely are getting... You're definitely getting my favorite indie games of all freaking time. There is no way in heck you are not getting my favorite indie games of all freaking time. Pacha, Stone, Calico. Cattails is good, but I like... You know, might as well, honestly. It's some of my favorite gameplay. Kind of feel like I should showcase an action game. Maybe showcase? Is that even the right word? Would it be showcase? Let's see. Doodle God Evolution. That's a fun game. Feel like I'm missing something. I talk about Clue a lot. Because Clue is one of my favorite board games. I feel like my best bet at playing this game through or getting further than what I've gotten is streaming it. So there's that. This is Cattails. This is the Wildwood story. Would you guys want me to play both? Or I guess, so like that's actually a good time for this question. If you're watching this, thank you. If you've made it this far, thank you. Would you want like do you want me to play what I'm interested in playing, or do you guys want like to control that? Because like I don't know how streaming stuff works, and I'm like not gonna like make this my career. Like I'm not a streamer, but like I stream sometimes. I don't know if that makes sense. Like a hat I wear. This is just gonna be a hat I wear. It's not a path, if that makes sense. You take place over Octo. Honestly, you can go at the bottom. Animal Crossing. That is a hard bet between Roots of Pacha and Moonstone Island, because these two are both equally like my favorite in different ways. That's a hard one. That's a really, really, really hard one to judge, because I'm ordering them in priority in a way. Yeah. Yeah, these are what I'm thinking of streaming here on the Switch. Like, as, like, the main games I stream. Like, there might be other games. But... But I think that is the group so far of what we will be streaming as like the main titles, because I really do want to show off Calico. The people who've done Calico are incredible. The game is lovely and sweet. You can ride atop a giant cat or really anything. Cattails, everyone loves cats. Well, most people love cats, and this one is one that I got on an impulse buy, because I was like, oh, well, I know I have the first one, and I didn't exactly like it very much because I've given it a handful of chances, but I got this one, I ended up liking it a lot more, and then I tried to play the other one a little bit, and I'm like, oh, that's why I didn't really like it. So Cattails wormed its way into my heart. Animal Crossing I had to restart, so I kind of want to show like the evolution on that. Everything is by far one of like the most philosophical games I've ever played, and I fell in love with the first role, and you will see what I mean at some point. I've already streamed a little bit of Octopath, and Mayo of course, but Octopath, and loud. Very loud humans. But that's okay. I like knowing that there are humans out there. I wish they wouldn't stop on the, wonder if that's gonna be maintenance coming in to change the light bulbs. But, interesting. But, where was I? Most philosophical game I ever fell in love with it after the first roll. You'll understand what I mean. I've already started, streaming this one. I want to get further. I'm going to have guests. Must pause. I have returned, though you probably wouldn't notice much of a difference. No guests yet. But it is loud out there, so I'm concerned. Really, really hope that's just neighbors. Indie developers. And this one. Obviously. Let's see. Hue 1. I don't know why. The only thing I can think that my brain started on that one is Hue 1. I like colors. And nope. And nope. I will turn that back on later. Yeah. No 4 chunks is the standard, which I guess I'll just leave it at that. Friends, player access, friends of friends. Yeah, why not? Member, cheats, nope. And create. Yeah, this is just gonna be a test, but or like a game test-ish of Minecraft's prowess. I decided to also change the orientation on how the camera works. So over here, where the camera is, what do we? Ooh, yes, please. Thank you, Minecraft. Bless you. I got some seeds and a potato. Okay, I see you, Minecraft. I see you. Bunch of wooden tools. That's nice. Okay. This is a good map. I might just play this. You know, this might be a map that I play recorded, and I just build endlessly on because I just got a glimpse of stuff around me, and I have a suspicion. I have a really big suspicion. And thank God this is on peaceful. Oh, time to go. I might have found something. Sound. Where are you? Can you the microphone hear me? Cool. It's just really quiet for me, I guess. Also, I lost where I was going. Turning on the music helps. Then again, Minecraft does tend to be kind of quiet and then get somehow increasingly louder. I don't understand. Hello, is that home sweet home? Eh. Ooh, hello. I love places like this. Yes. Oh, hell yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay. Well, time to start digging. Time to put my base of operations for this shit. Clear out this tree. I love the little tiny flower shit that they added to this game. Yeah, I've decided as I'm recording this live that this is definitely an avenue I'm going to take. This little map will be my creative map where I don't intend on at all on getting to the end, because fuck that shit. The community map will be the live streamed map and it will literally be named as such. And trying to think what else. Yeah, that folder. But yeah, how do you guys want me to do this? Like, do you guys want to be able to make suggestions? Because if I do that, I'm gonna make the suggestion things happen in the poll area of YouTube. And let's see what else. Poll area sections of YouTube. And then probably gonna rename this map once I actually like figure out a direction so it's not the generic title. Oh, my lake. I could build my hut over there. Just a little hut. I don't even need to build a whole ass building. Yeah. Alright, cool. Time to start digging. Kinda wondering. Leave the area of the front as it is as much as possible. But try to take out the interior. There we go. Yeah, that makes sense. And I wanted to put that right there so we could find at least this. Maybe. Okay. I said that tree. Alright, we'll start taking out trees going that way then. Leave the cave mouth blank as possible. Okay. Yep, already missed the tree decapitator. I should probably see about getting a gift card for Minecoins later so I can get some packs that I can just keep. I know some of my friends would be upset with me for playing Bedrock Minecraft, and honestly, I get it, guys. I really do. I've seen how non-Bedrock Minecraft operates. I'm not living under a rock entirely. Sorry for mumbling. Also, I'm like not talking directly into the mic anymore. Ah! Cave mouth opening. So does that mean this tree? Here, I have an idea. Yeah. Any trees... This tree needs to stay because it's like the tallest one. What the hell? Holy crap. That's so tall. Compared to all these short little stubs. What the heck? Wow. That one's also really fucking tall too. Jeez. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, that one can stay. I kind of want to keep these two. so this is like a little, yeah. Okay. I'm actually being really strategic right now about how I'm cutting these trees down because I don't know. And also, I've never really done that before. Be super strategic because technically, if you keep the logs, you could just build a tree. Use shears on the leaves. But, nope. I want to keep this as natural as possible. Cough, cough. I almost feel like I should leave this one just because it's super tall. Just take out all the short ones. I do want more oak wood. And I do want to kill this axe thing. So, what are your opinions on Minecraft? Have you ever played Minecraft before? And would you be interested in the community map? And if you would be interested in the community map, I don't know what that means, but let's see. Yeah. How would you want to receive your invitation? Discord? Because I got that, and if you haven't, actually that's kind of a perfect segue into what I wanted to do the other day. If you don't know, I have a Discord that I'm trying to make like a whole community thing, to be inclusive to as many communities as possible, and I understand that some people, sometimes myself, don't really think that's entirely possible, being inclusive to as many communities as possible. And I kind of disagree, because I think that even if we do have differences, as long as we remain like true to the values of love and empathy and understanding, we can still coexist. Now, this is kind of like this is a bad game to be playing this. Or, excuse me, this is a bad game to be playing while talking about this. I almost feel like opening up everything. Because this is almost an everything kind of conversation. Let's see. I might be naive in thinking so. Or kind of stupid. I guess naive may mean like a form of stupid. I don't know. But I do think that even in spite of differences, humans can work together to improve themselves and the world around them. And I think we can do things like communicate and not destroy things and not choose to be so hateful and so spiteful. And let's see. I'm trying to think. Where? Wow, that's beautiful. This is where I'll start. That way the mouth of the cave is as there. Okay. So I truly do think humans can work together despite differences. As long as you kind of like remember the golden rule, treat other people how you would want to be treated. And I guess it's probably bold and ambitious to believe in that. To believe that people can put aside their differences and realize that we all are trying to live on this planet. We're trying to figure things out, trying to live a life we actually enjoy, love, peace, safety, happiness, prosperity. And at least one of those is a value everyone has. Some people have all of those. Some people have overlapping values. I don't know. But like the essence is there. And language is like a big thing. Identity right now is a really big thing. People are trying to find themselves in a world that has forced people to be in shiny little boxes. And that's one of the reasons why I do try to celebrate people finding their identity, because that is a big thing in a big world. So I feel like when people are focusing on, just as part of an example, too much of like why people are doing something or what people are doing. So like say, God, I really don't want to have to use this as an example. Perspective is everything. It really is. Perspective is really everything. And this is actually in the Bible. Judge not, for lest ye be judged. And what that is saying is, do not judge thy neighbor or thy friend or thy enemy unless you wish to be judged in the same light. Because pretty much it's like what I think when I think of myself judging other people is, oh, well, why am I judging this human for these actions? What am I doing? Am I doing, the right thing? Am I helping? Am I being a positive influence? Or am I being a fucking disruptive piece of shit? I can't judge anybody because I need to be judging myself first. And even if I was perfect or whatever, which, by the way, perfect is a fallacy, it doesn't exist. You will drive yourself mad looking for it. Then, I don't know. Judge not, for lest ye be judged. And that's why it's like, when people are like, I really, really, really don't want to use this as an example. But, oh well, sometimes uncomfortable conversations provide great results. Anyway, when any person is like, why are they so focused on their pronouns? Why do they care so much about their sexual identity? Why do they care so much about being queer or anything? Like, why do they care about that? Why are they doing that? Because we're trying to find ourselves. We're trying to understand who we are in a world that doesn't want us to understand who we are. We may all have a choice when it comes to our actions and how we respond to things. And when it comes to that, I can't understand finger pointing and blaming and that sort of questioning or reasoning, because it's like, why wouldn't someone look for their identity? Why wouldn't someone want to try to find that? And if they have to be loud about it because it helps them hold on to that, to find them, let them be loud about that. Let them have their voice. Let them have their voice and be heard by themselves, by the people they need to hear them, to be seen, to be heard, to be felt, to be understood, to be human. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, is to feel some semblance of human and belonging and wanting and understanding. So that's why they're loud about it. That's why people choose to be loud about it, because they're trying to find their voice in a place where they haven't had one before. So yeah, I do accept everybody and everybody, just under the notion that you are going to try to be a better you tomorrow than you were today, or at some point. There's always going to be a seat at my table for anybody who wants to be a better them, for themselves, for the world around them, whatever. I am in no competition with anyone, just myself. You are not in competition with me. If you try to compete with me, it's gonna look funny to me. I'm probably gonna laugh. I'm gonna be like, oh, cute. Emulating. Nice. Human. I see you, human. And, I don't know. Just be a better you. So yeah, when I say I'm accepting to any and all communities, what I am is just accepting to humans being human. Humans doing human things. Being human, living, trying to learn how to thrive when you're not only just surviving. This seems like a bold statement, and it's gonna have many connotations to it, but my connotation I'll explain in a moment. I have been through so much in this world, and I'm gonna keep going through things, because life isn't gonna stop for hopefully a long time. You can't hurt me any more than I've already been hurt. Can you hurt me? Yes. Life is kind of pain. House kind of said that. But you cannot hurt me worse than I've already been. You cannot wound me in such grave ways by competing with me or judging me. Because I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna be like, okay, you're willing to judge me. You're willing to judge them. You're so perfect. You're such a saint. You are so solid in yourself. You care about yourself. You want what's best for yourself. You're following your fucking dreams. You're living a life I want. Well, that's a tough one. Sorry about it, bud. And when it comes to that, I know other people don't feel the same way. They don't see things like that. They're probably gonna feel really fucking judged by you. I want to give them a voice, a place to be able to be themselves. So yeah, if you are in my community, just know that I do watch and I do pay attention as much as I can, and I have really good people as moderators on Discord who are watching and paying attention as much as they can. Thank you guys, by the way. And one day I want to throw like a moderator pizza party. I don't know how I would do that considering all of us live in different places, but like, could I like send a single serve slice of pizza to people and just be like, hey, digital cheers, hope you got your pizza. Ooh, I could probably do like a coupon redemption thing. I do know some people who might know some people who could probably help me with some things. The 1 year of the Digital Quill Discord will be interesting. Which, by the way, that link is going to be in the comments below. Sorry, I'm like thinking out loud and planning, strategizing. It's what I do. But, yeah. I believe in people. I believe in people being able to write their own story. Freedom, autonomy, free will, because I do think freedom and free will are two separate things. Or not separate, but different. Not separate. Not like they're freedom, free will. They're not really, sorry, you get what I mean, I hope. And, what else? That's kind of like a lot of that, I guess. Like, my community is for everyone. Like, there will always be a seat for anyone at my community as long as they are just trying to exist and be human and be well in a world that wants us unwell. I remember her so much. The 6, 7-year-old kid. Wondering if she was fucking crazy. Absolutely batshit bonkers insane. Trying to find every reason to either prove that she was or wasn't. Trauma does some very fun things to the brain. And I remember her settling on the idea after reading a lot of shit about schizophrenia and drug addiction, and I don't think any 6-year-old should know what drugs are. I still don't think any 6-year-old should know what drugs are. I've said that for 20 years now. Wow. Gonna take a moment of silence for that one. Jesus. But yep, I still remember her. And I feel like she would be very proud of what I'm trying to accomplish here. Connecting people to people again. Bringing back the neighborhood values. Saying hi to strangers instead of scowling at them. Remembering that money is just a tool. People are not. People are people. Living beings with lives. Which, actually, let's see if I can do it, because it's been some time. And I am always going to remember this quote. Skyrim? And I am not going to say where this quote is from. I want you guys to guess. I almost fucked that up. Okay, cool. I want you guys to guess where this quote is from. Also, how long have I been? Ooh, an hour almost. Cool. Wrapping it up then. We'll play a little bit of this. I'll clear some of this out. Actually, nah. I'm going to open up that map and then we'll... Yeah. Oh, you know what? I could also just not play this one on live all the time. Or not live, but streamed. Sorry. This is a quote. I'm going to do it. I almost gave it up, but no, I want you guys to guess what it is, so I'm not. But, what have you done? Those are human beings. Okay. Minion, what have you done? Those are human beings with lives. Nah, I'm just kidding. What is that from? What is that from? I probably misquoted it a little bit. But maybe not. Which one is that from? And what, who said that? Who's the name and where is it from? I used to be able to do the voice, but like I haven't heard it in a while except in my brain sphere. So like trying to get the... Nope, can't. I will have to work on that one later. But yes, hello there and hi. Thank you for tuning into another episode of the Digital Quill podcast with your host, Mars Wilson. We have come to the end. Almost the end, because I said I would do the map thing. Which, it's nighttime. Now, should I? We'll open it up from right here. The treasure chest. Okay. Dope. So that's not a bad spot in the map to be. which means where did I enter from? But yeah, hello, hi there, it's me, Mars. We almost have come to the end of the stream, and I was going to do some of this while we come to the end of the stream here. As I said just now, I don't know if I'm gonna do this one, because this one might be fun just to play on my own for a de-stressor. But yeah, so you guys might come back and it might be entirely different. Who knows? Okay, that's cool. Good job, Minecraft music. That's nice. That's some nice music. Yep. Also, we have snow nearby, so if I happen to find a happy ghast, nice. I also really hate snow in Minecraft now. Don't fall through, don't fall through, don't fall through. Okay. God damn it. Whoa. I should have built the home here. Nothing's saying I can't have two. Only the economy is saying I can't even have one, so, I mean, wow. I kind of hate how they updated the bats to look, but whatever. They also are kind of cute in a way. What was I gonna talk about besides community and people and how much I like them? Ah. Is that me sinking or just getting cold? Oh. So that's me getting cold. That's fun. Remind me to like melt all the snow with a torch or something. Also, is the snow that you fall in random? What? That's insane. Okay, whatever. I really hope I can remember where I parked my house. I'm going to assume it's right where... Whoa. Oh boy, that is a scary drop. Damn. I'm just gonna wait here while the rest of this loads. Wow. Damn, Minecraft, you scary. Shit. I almost feel like exploring this while I'm not recording, because if I happen to die, well, I don't want to die in front of millions of people. No, I'm kidding. There's like probably one person that's gonna watch this. But let's see. Wow, there's a little bit more snow that way too. We're in a good area for wood, so that's cool. Streaming. I'm not gonna have a streaming schedule, which I guess is like one of those things that streamers actually do have. I might end up with a streaming schedule in the future, because I have proven to myself I can stream stuff, or schedule stuff. What else was I gonna say? Streaming schedule. Caring about people in the Discord community and why I believe so much in other people. Like, I really do. Sometimes it bothers me how much I believe, because I've tried to kill my belief and I'm like, nope, I can't. Every time I try to, and every time I try to use like very hard hard rocked evidence that my doubt is correct, it's like I also end up leaning too heavy into the evidence where it does work out. And actually, part of like some of the events this weekend really reminded me that community and peopling and people are very strong, and I may be bad at it sometimes, a lot of time, but also, even if you are really bad at it, the fact that you try does count a lot. Trying, even if you will fail, counts for a lot more than just not doing anything at all. And I'm not saying trying's easy, because that's kind of why people stop doing anything at all. It's easier to just not do anything at all. But the rewards of trying and trying, especially if you have people around, are worth it. And as someone who has not always had people around, it's actually kind of new that I've had so much support and friends and love in my life. But something I've been working on forever, in a way, just mostly internalized. I've always wanted to be able to give people what I have that others may not. Support, community, family, friends, love, strength. I must be a pretty tough person, I guess, to be able to go through what I have gone through in life. And actually, before we end today, I am gonna pull up something on my phone, and I'm gonna read it to you, because I did make a TikTok video about it. So if you watch my TikToks, you are probably in the loop already on whatever I am talking about. I do not know your social media habits. I do not claim to know your social media habits, and I do not want to know your social media habits. I am okay on that. But I'm going to read a poem. And it's actually kind of like it's more of a letter poem. It's like one of the entries for the Unsealed. You guys have heard me talk about that, right? Cool. Don't really need to go into more detail then. A cow thing. Should I murder it? Nah. Not murdering the cow right now. But, ooh, nice little island thing here. Wow, that's kind of cool. Let's see. I'm assuming that it's over there somewhere. Or nearby here. I should have built a spire of sorts. Although I do remember crossing this body of water. So here we go. Anyway, I guess my all overarching point is people need people. I want to give people, or like whatever strength I seem to have that's carried me through life and everything. And I'm going to read that poem letter thing. It's a letter poem thing to my self-doubt. And the prompt was to write a letter, a poem. I'll just read you the prompt. when I pull it up. But yeah, I think it's an important read in a way. And I think that even if you don't want to subscribe to the Unsealed to do your own points and stuff like that, and I found it. Did I? No. Damn it. Okay. Whatever. Fine. I'll just... It is around here somewhere though, right? Yep. Should have bought it. Built the spire. It's gotta be around here somewhere. I literally have a lake view. I'm not that dumb. Only a little. Sigh. Okay. Maybe around here then? Could just build a chest and put my stuff inside of it. But yes, okay. Is that Snowy Mountain? Then yes. So potentially definitely around here. Higher up. I am special, aren't I? Not like a good special, I mean like special in the head. Because where is it? What did I do? Sigh. I almost need to wait till nightfall now and try to find the singular torch I placed. And this is why I definitely should have built a spire. I always do this. Always. It never stops. Does any of this look familiar? Why, no, sir. No, it does not. I am just horribly, horribly lost. It's almost like I need to get back to the water's edge and, like, search from the water. But how do I do that? Do I just... Oh. Aha. I have returned to my hole. Just going to put everything in here for now. And save and quit. I guess I could go on the live, not the live, but the realm and show you guys sometime. But yawning. I hate it. Tired. So this prompt is due on the this prompt is due click on my picture, my letters, excuse me. This prompt from the Unsealed is to write a letter or poem to your self-doubt. We all have that inner voice that questions our worth, second guesses our dreams, and whispers fear into our hearts. It is time to confront that voice head on. Write a heartfelt letter or poem addressed directly to your self-doubt. Speak to it, challenge it, and tell it why it won't win. The photo I used is actually amusing, and I shared it in the Discord. But, if you can see that. Ka-ching! Anyway. It's, 2 different photo overlays. One of them some people might recognize, others might not. But the title is Impostorism and In Memoriam. I wrote mine to my imposter syndrome because while writing my book and doing the podcast and just everything, I feel like an imposter a lot more often than I care to admit. I suffer. I don't want to say suffer because there are far worse things in life, but like, I almost have to view myself as a whole separate entity if I'm going to do anything. And it's like a weird personal hell. Because, like, there is a detachment from myself, a level of detachment. 100% more yellow text. There is, like, a detachment, a certain, like, level of detachment from myself. And I think I'm starting to resolve that a little bit better. And I feel like after the TikTok, which was my first read through or read aloud of the edit or the final version of Impostorism and In Memoriam, which, by the way, had that title after I wrote it, I think I might be on a better path for dealing with it. And I'm just going to go ahead and read Impostorism and In Memoriam now. And yes, I am in love with that title. I was looking up different versions of imposter syndrome because I didn't want to just like title it imposter syndrome. Like I had it titled up there first, and I was about to be like, I was about to like hit submit, and I was like, wait a minute, imposter syndrome, Mars? Really? You know that's what this is. Why not give it a more like you title? Don't be so fucking generic and sugarcoat or flavor coat that. And I was like, fine, more me it is. And then I was like, Impostorism and In Memoriam. And I'm like, ooh, damn, that hits home. Especially after I had written what I wrote, because I was like, I see now. Anyway. This is the 3rd time, I think, or 4th time of me reading it out loud. So I wonder if it'll have the same voice as it did the first time. I saved that video. I'm keeping that forever. It feels weird to say, but like once I get to the end of this and like explain and then wrap up the episode for today, because the next episode I think that I'm gonna do, I might just go ahead and record tomorrow again anyway before. Oh no, I'm recording in the morning, and that is tomorrow. Cool. Totally not nervous. Nope. Totally not letting anxiety get to me. Not at all. Yep. I'm fine. It's fine. It's cool. Okay. Yep. Just an ordinary conversation with a fellow human being. It's all right. Time to play fish game. But yeah, this will be my next read through, and I'll explain more after it. Anyway, Impostorism and In Memoriam. Dear imposter, you think you're so fake, no room to appreciate, leaving me guessing, not counting my blessings. I've got people cheering me on, proving you wrong. A silly hat I hate to wear, a painful ache, frilly despair. What's your deal, you icky eel? Slither and slice, cut and dice? No words are nice. Dear imposter, how do you dare? I guess you don't care. Unfortunately, I do, so I'm not sure this boat is for you. I'm pretty sure I'll kick your ass. This won't last. There is this shadow I see that is keeping me from me, and I won't have that. Hey, imposter, remember those people I mentioned? Well, they're cheering me on, and I think they're all pretty strong. I need to be me, a writer, an omni-seeker, and a people lover too. Guess what, imposter? I control you. To the deep you go, some sort of a Mariana Trench, don't you know? For so long, the torch you carry has been a sanctuary, not good enough, not too much, too broken, not cool enough, ruined, hurt, stupid, and selfish. Well, guess what, imposter? Sometimes selfish is okay. We need to choose ourselves to be able to choose our people. Life is pain. House said it right, but the pain is worth bearing if it means I get to keep caring. Ruined, stupid, too much, all perspectives I shouldn't keep, serving us no purpose but self-hate. Love rules the world and the divine, so imposter, I challenge you to keep sticking around. See if you can keep in time. The beat of my drum is in tune with the sun. The sky's my limit if you've reached the summit. A fake, huh? I feel pretty real to me. Too much? There are those with less. Take that for what you will. Not a writer? That's gotta be a joke, don't you know? Not good enough? I think I have some receipts here. Dear imposter, humans are art, and I refuse to see the lies you will keep trying to feed me. Dear imposter, I am a human and I am art, the beautiful and the tragic. Dear imposter, I have a sword. Could this be goodbye? Dear imposter, I cut you out. Please just die. Let's hold a funeral because who I am is officially me. I get to craft my story. Fuck the trauma and your mama. I ain't got time for that drama. This is my time with my sword in my hand and with swift swipes I strike. I am a writer, hear my decree. I am me, and let it be, blessed be. I was impressed in a way because what I did, and I try to do it every time in a way, sort of with like, especially like big pieces like that to me that have a lot of emotional impact, is after I finish writing it, I try to read it out loud immediately on the Digital Quill Press TikTok, which is where my writing and podcast stuff is mostly housed. The private journal is where my singing is, so if you follow me, I will accept your follow request. You can then see me singing. For the love of God, please don't follow me, but I have to because that is what I said I would do, and this is, you know, just the internet. It's whatever. After I had finished writing it, I had immediately, like, pulled up TikTok and I even saved the video and I finished reading it out loud for the first time after writing it, and I was like, holy shit, I wrote that. Like, damn. I know you guys know this if you've been here a while. I have some more esoteric, eccentric beliefs, and I do kind of, in a way, sort of believe the adage that goes that words are like spelling. You spell with words. That's like a powerful thing. Like, be careful what you say because, you know, words have power and they'll come back tenfold and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, as a writer, I kind of fully harness or believe in that ability that words are spelling, and that you are, like, sometimes you've got to be careful with what you say and your intentions behind things and stuff like that, this and that and blah blah blah. But that piece from start to finish, the way that I wrote that, the way that my brain and my heart and my pen and my hand and whatever, like, it felt like the adage. It felt like I was casting a spell. Like, is the imposter, the shadow self of me, gonna go away? No. You can't exactly cut out the negative parts. If you cut out the negative parts, there would be no part really left because, you know, the good parts exist too, but, like, if you only had the good part, you'd have no comparison to know what you need to do to be better. And I think that's why, like, even bad knowledge is good sometimes, because, like, if you don't have bad knowledge, how the fuck are you going to improve? Sorry, this episode has a lot of swearing. It's been one of those weeks, and it's only Tuesday. But, let's see, thinking, rerouting, recalculating, rerouting. Dear imposter, imposterism in memoriam, like, there are a lot of allegories in a way in there, so I am curious to think or hear what you guys say, but I'm more so curious if that poem gets selected to move on to the next round in the contest, what the community has to say, that I'm a part of in the Unsealed, which I will share the link to that here in the description too. But that piece felt powerful to me because it was like with my sword in my hand, like, let's see, how did I do that? Sometimes I even forget. My brain isn't 100% here. This is my time with my sword in my hand, and with swift swipes I strike. So in my head when I was writing this, and like afterwards, after I was able to like actualize it and understand it in like my brain space after writing it, I was like, okay, so I think I get what I'm meaning here. I actually do mean on some level, like that I have a sword in hand and that, you know, I'm trying to cut it out or whatever. But on the other hand, that sword is my pen, my quill, my whole reason for existence. Because in that poem letter thing, not a writer, and then there are some of the ways that, like, some of my writing pieces are kind of visual. The way I spelled don't you know, it's don't sha, so don't with the apostrophe T and then sha connected to the T. Don't sha. So like there's an accent there. Don't you know. I did that twice in here. Mentioning art, Omni Seeker. In the very beginning of the poem I mentioned writer. So like that's like one of the biggest places that my imposter syndrome comes from, is literally my bread and butter, my writing, my actual reason for existence, because like I've been writing since 20 years now. I have been writing for over 20 years now. That's crazy to me. But it's so weird when you have imposter syndrome and you have that disconnect from yourself, when you literally are like something, and that's like me saying like, hey, like I am a writer and you are me, imposter, like you're my shadow self. I fucking control you. I tell you what's up. I tell you that I am a writer, not the other way around. My pen, my sword, it proves that to the both of us. And also, it took me a long time to get to a point where I recognized any like recognizable people in my life. Mostly because I wasn't counting my blessings. Tiffany, I know you listen to the show sometimes. You're like one of my longest standing female friends. I like as my girlfriends, like thank you. Like I have gotten to watch your family bloom. And I am sorry for not recognizing our friendship as much as I probably could have sooner. Steven, you've been like a brother to me in so many ways. You know that. You're like family to me. You've seen a lot of fucking shit. There's so many of you I could name. And I don't want to just name you by name in this show, because that's like almost too personal. I'd rather just have you guys on. But, I do recognize people now a lot more than I used to, and a lot of that was myself telling me I didn't matter and didn't belong. It's still true. I don't belong because I am the blackest of black sheeps in a lot of areas. Holy crap. But also, I do belong around people because I am the people. And I do matter to a lot of people, and they would be very sad if I left or just vanished and never ever showed my face ever again, which I am sometimes close to not gonna lie to you. But I can't do that because I care about people too much and would like to see Even if nothing good happens for me, I don't care about that. Like, I'd like to see good things happen to people. I'd like to see actual family units existing. Living vicariously. I couldn't ask for anything more. If I can give the building blocks step by step to people to live a better life for themselves, I fucking will, damn it. I don't care how. I don't have all the answers, but I have some answers, I think, and they may not be right, but they're answers to something. So, at least use my knowledge to not have to go through what I've gone through or live a bad life for you. I am tangenting, but like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel differently about myself as an imposter. Like, am I still gonna tackle it? Yeah, that's not gonna go away. But I think I have better tools than I used to understand and recognize it and where it's coming from. And it's interesting being human. It's really interesting. What other allegories or like alliterations did you hear in there? Yeah, I'll have to give you guys the link for this episode, or not this episode, but in this episode's description, I'll have to give you the link for the Unsealed, this entry. Sorry, my brain's wires were crossed. I was thinking about the audio version of this episode and how like it's also kind of a visual like episode, which doesn't help me because gaming, you know, like this is a gaming episode, but like I thought about it the other day when 53 went out. I was like, oh, if it's the audio only and people are listening to the audio only on Spotify or like YouTube or something, they're not going to see the video portion of the gaming, which I guess is fine, but I'm like 90% sure that I stopped talking for like minutes at a time, which if it's at like 1.2 or 1.7 or something speed, like it should be fine. But I'm going to have to work out some kinks. The other kink being like, I could probably put the video episodes on Spotify somehow, but I don't know how. I would probably have to change podcast hosts. I'd have to move from Substack to this. But how would I do the Substack integration from the RSS feed on a different hosting site? Because I do record through OBS. In theory, I have so many questions and I don't know how to execute them. I'm just going to have to FAFO. Fuck around, find out. FAFO. Fee, fa, fo, fum. Listen to the tales of a lonely son. I don't know. Wait, was that? That's an audio stem I just picked up, but from where? Where did I pick that up? I hate autism so much sometimes. It makes life fun and interesting having a neurospicy brain, but oh my god. Sometimes I do things that I'm like, no, wait a minute. Why are you doing that? Stop. Just stop picking up vocal stems. What are you, a fucking parrot? Yes. Why, as a matter of fact, Polly wants a cracker. So yeah, I am a motherfucking parrot. Son of a bitch. Where did that come from? Listen to the tales of a lonely... Where did that come from? Help. Help. I don't like this. Did that come from somewhere? Am I crossing wires on that one too? God damn it. Anyway, this has been one of the longest episodes I've done by myself in a while. I hate it already, and before I hate it anymore and delete the file, I'm just gonna stop recording. So, stop recording and start the upload tomorrow. new guest coming soon, and then probably more guests that are new coming soon, and then a repeat guest or two. Oh, yeah, actually, I should probably have Shirley back on and Sherman back on. Because they've both been doing things. There's a lot of new things for them in the works, and also some interesting story time that they could give us. But, thank you for being human. Thank you for existing. Thank you for letting me give you my time, whether I taught, inspired, motivated you, or entertained you today. I'm just glad that we were able to exist in the same space for a little bit. Thank you for teaching me yourself. You guys are fueling my own inspiration as well, just by existing in this world, and I appreciate that ever so much. Remember to breathe, remember to drink water, and always keep going, humans of Earth. Please don't stop. The control wins if we stop. And I like autonomy, and I like watching you guys have your own autonomy, so let's keep that going, I guess. Stay tuned for next episode, and I hope we like the new format of me not saying what episode number it is. It's actually kind of taking some stress away from me for not having to remember what episode we're on. But at the same time now I'm kind of like, what do? Do I just talk endlessly for hours about something? Anything? Help. Feel free to always comment, like, follow, share, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I don't care. Just as long as you exist, that is all I can ask for. All of the other stuff will happen when and if it happens. 1 hour and 31 minutes. Goodbye. Keep going. Ow! Peace sign. Stop recording.